day, everybody. Rick with you once again down here in the dungeon at the undisclosed location. Doing a little bit more luthier, I don't know, words. Luthier work on the old Ovation. As you can see, I spared you the agony of watching me unstring it. And there's a reason for that. I'm going to, after several weeks of this sitting with the strings at tension and with extra weight on the neck, I'm unable to take that back bow out of it completely. And there's also some damaged frets on here, as you can see in the B-roll. The second fret especially is bad, really bad. And, of course, these are non-replaceable since this is an all-aluminum fretboard. There's no way to replace these. And, I suppose a guy could, machine those off and make it a fretless, but me and fretless guitar is probably not going to be a good combination. But what I'm going to do today is down inside the guitar, this is a bolt-on neck. And my idea is, I'm going to flip it over here for you guys, maybe to shim it up just a little bit right in here to kick this up, and it'll kick this side of the neck in an upward direction slightly, and hopefully make it a little bit more playable. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to play anything below the second fret, unfortunately, because of all that mess there. Unless we can figure out a way to fill in the aluminum slots there that have been worn into it. But I might make it a little bit more playable down through here. So, and as you can see, this is a bolt-on neck, and there's two bolts down inside the body. I'm thinking if I take those two bolts out, pop the neck off, put a shim in there, and put it back together and see if that's going to actually make it playable or not. So, as I got my multifunctional wrench. This is great for ADHD, let me tell you. But anyway, enough of that. Let's reach down in there. Let's make sure we're going the correct direction first. You're not going to be able to see what I'm doing down inside the guitar, but trust me, I'm getting the bolts out, and it's a reach. For big, clumsy old hands like mine, let's hope they're not overly tight. There. Okay, there's one. Oh, that was the easy one. Now the upper one. And I don't know if I need to take the neck off completely, but I'm going to. There we go. I don't want to put too much on these. And this neck hasn't been off this thing since it was built in, I don't know, probably 81, 82. I bought it brand new in 1982. So, yeah, it's probably never been off this guitar since. Yeah, for some reason, I suppose I'm putting tension on the neck, so it's making it a little bit tighter. There we go. That should come out by hand. Boy, these are rusty little gunners, aren't they? Oh, the neck wants to come off already. Oh, my hand is at such an awkward angle down in there. My goodness. Well, that's a long-winded one. All right, there it is. We're out. And the neck is off. All right. Well, that's about 40-odd years worth of build-up in there. Kind of interesting looking in the, that's just where the neck sits in there. And unfinished wood. And as you can see, the wood is even cracked there. Actually, this is finished. This does have the polyurethane on it. It's just got a ridge built up around where the neck sat all those years. But this color here, this is what the guitar used to look like. Look like words. This was the original light color, but I kind of like the dark patina and, all the cracks and stuff. I'm not going to fix those. All right, let's take a look at the heel of the neck now. And this is, it's a solid chunk of aluminum. So my idea is to shim it right here. And like I said, that will help to kick the neck in an upward direction, which will increase the string height, of course, but it may actually solve some of the back bowing problems. So let me get this little piece of mahogany wood, and as you see, I previously sanded this down to a kind of wedge shape. I shouldn't need a whole lot of this. I'm thinking maybe I cut off a piece about that long and then stick it in something like that. kind of wedge shape. What I'm going to end up doing is putting a piece on each side of the screws. That's going to cause a little bit of fun, but yeah, let's... There. I didn't even need a knife to cut that off, but that might be enough to make it... that's about a 32nd of an inch thick. I really don't want to go much more than that. So let's put this thing back together and see if I can cleanly break this in two, which I did. Now, is there room in there for this? Kind of. And I have to do a little bit of extra trimming on it, especially this piece here. I'll just nibble that off of there like that. Like that? All right. Let's go like this. With these really, really thin ones. Drop them in there like that. Like that. And that should do it. That's sitting a whole lot more comfortably. All right, let's put the bolts back in it and put it back together. This is going to be the fun part, getting it lined up without a third hand. It'd be nice to have a little clamp to put in there, but then I wouldn't be able to fit my hand in there. So, oh, we're going to try this. Here we go. Going in. And... and we're kind of in. There we go. We're in. Bottom bolt's in, or the lower bolt, or whatever you want to call it. Now for the fun bolt. Yeah, the one up there. Uh-huh. And again, I know you guys can't see what I'm doing in there, but you just have to take my word on it. Okay, there was a hole there. I know there was because a bolt came out of it. There it is. Come on, hands. Do your thing. Do it with my left hand. I'm left-handed, so it's probably going to... Yep, it's working a lot better this way. I don't have to be quite as much of a contortionist. All right, so I'm going to take this little extension thing off here, and I'm going to hand tighten them at first. Purposely going to leave the bottom one a little bit on the not so tight side. I mean, I'm going to tighten them obviously, but I'm not going to leave it quite as tight as the top. And yeah, we can see, you can see if you look in the camera there, a little bit of a gap right there now. So let's see. Let's get everything tightened up, put the strings back on it, and see if it's going to actually do anything for it or if I failed. So, oh yeah, stick around for that if you dare. Oh, hey guys, I didn't notice you're back already. Yeah, I got her back together. I spared you the agony of watching me put everything back together and retuning most of it. So, it sounds like an Ovation. Let's see if it's see if I did any. Oh, this is looking really hopeful. Wow. Let's see, is this thing ready to play chords? Oh my! little out of tune here. That's to be expected. I've let this Pano Tuner application on the phone. If you are a guitar player, get the Pano Tune it's called, or Pano Tuner, P-A-N-O Tuner. Look it up. That is the handiest doggone tuner. It's almost as good as my chromatic tuner, my strobe tuner that I got in the studio. I went up a little bit too high in that one. Oh man, this is cool. I mean, you guys have no idea how good it feels to know that what I did actually worked. Let me get a pick out and we'll try something here. That's not supposed to be Sweet Home in Alabama. Darn it. Oh, yeah. I am impressed. Yes, that was a success. In spite of the damaged frets, and you can look on the B-roll once again to see how bad those frets really are, this thing is playable again. Yeah. Let's try this classical piece before I jump completely out of here. And yes, I have the guitar resting on the bench, just because. Oh yeah, just a little piece of it. Yeah, and the strings will have to stretch in and everything, so but anyway, it's a success story, and as you can see, we do have a little bit of a gap right down here. If you look in the camera one there, that gap is going to be there, but it doesn't seem to have hurt anything. If anything, it's made the guitar sound great. Yeah, the shim trick worked. So any of you guys out there that have one of these old Ovation Applause type guitars, give it a try. What do you got to lose? If the thing isn't playable, you're really not going to lose anything by doing this, because you can't use it anyway, and it's reversible. I haven't done anything that can't be reversed on this thing. Yeah, the action's going to be a little bit high at the 12th fret. If you look on it, it is going to be. Let's try this camera over here. There we go. It is going to be a little bit high. But I think that's something I'm willing to live with. Someday I'm going to learn how to actually play a guitar, but this is good news. I think anything above anything above like the 7th fret is probably going to be. It's going to be a little bit tricky when you get up here. Yeah. So, with that being all said and done, I want to thank you guys for watching the two-part series on reviving the old Ovation Will it play again? I think this pretty much answers that question. That's the way I like it. All right. Thanks for watching once again. I'll talk to you guys soon again from the NJP Ranch or from the undisclosed location. Yes, 2 hands and a voice is all you're seeing today. So, yeah, the guitar is the star here. So, we'll catch you again soon. And, of course, until we talk again, whatever it is in life you do, keep on doing what it is you do, and especially if it involves fixing guitars.